Hey there ladies and gents, it's Polydueces, and I'm playing Mists of Pandaria. And I've taken about a week off because they came out with a patch that introduced like pet battles and like cross character mounts and achievements and stuff like that. And that particular patch broke my game. I mean, I could still play, but usually I get about 60 frames per second at ultra settings, and with that patch, my frame rate went down to 5 frames per second on low. So it was virtually impossible to do any recording of any type. Continuing my quests in Krasarang and all that jazz, so I just decided to hold off until they fixed it. Frames are still really crappy. It might be because I'm in Stormwind, but we'll see here. I'll teleport over to Pandaria and see if it changes at all. And yeah, so I did do the first little bit of Krasarang Wilds, and then I stopped, and I decided not to upload that until I could get other footage ready, just because it would be more streamlined that way. And apparently, while I guess I don't have to mount up here, I'll just take the flight path. While I was taking my break, apparently they came out with Kunlai Summit for questing. As you can see, there's flight paths are visible here. There's this place that I discovered accidentally because I was trying to cheat my way into the next zone. There's a world boss there. And if Kunlai is open, I can only assume that something that connects to it is open as well. Now, you can argue that the Jade Forest connects to it, but I'm not sure it does. And I'm pretty sure the Veil of the Eternal Blossoms is the last place to go. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But, you know, I have reason to believe. You know, whatever. So yeah, and Dread Wastes, Townlong Steps, I'm going to have to walk there physically and check it all out. And we'll be able to discover exactly what's going on. So let's go back to where I was before. I do remember where I was. I just finished editing the other video. I was down here, yeah. So let's just see if I crash or not. I will do a video. Perhaps after I finish Krasarang Wilds, I'll cover the pet battle system, because right now it's kind of weird. Like, you can go over here, there's my pet, and I don't know how to select his abilities. I think I have 91 pets in live, and I only have 4 here. I might have to catch them all again. I have no idea how that works. That aside, you can get mounts on all your characters now, and you know, all of my mounts are on this character anyway, so it's no big deal for Polydueces. And yeah, apparently you're supposed to go find a trainer with the pet battles system, and I couldn't find that trainer for the life of me. I wandered around Stormwind. That's why I was in Stormwind. I was wandering around Stormwind trying to find the pet battle trainer. I asked in trade. I asked guards. Nobody told me, and I couldn't find the trainer, and somebody told me that you had to go talk to a trainer to be able to do the pet battles. And so I was like, well, since I can't find it, I'll put that off for another time and continue on with this. So this is new. This person didn't have a quest last time, and looks like it's new stuff. Ooh, do I get experience yet? I do, which means they raised the level cap yet again to 88 at least. It might be 89 now. And we'll check it all out. Now, when I logged back in for my first bit of Krasarang Wilds, yesterday when I logged back in for checking out Stormwind, this place was riddled with Horde, and having elected to choose the PvP realm, I was sort of in a bit of a pickle. But I eventually got it all straightened out, and after about 20 minutes, I escaped them, managed to hearth, and continued on with my search for the pet battle thing. So like I said, I recorded a whole bunch yesterday, but nothing happened. I was either getting farmed and killed, or I was literally accomplishing nothing. So I just choose to... Ooh, there's that. Oh, okay, we just choose a specific target. Works for me. That's not the quest, this is the quest. Needlebeak. So now that you've got a vibe for how cranes fight, I've got a doozy for you, Needlebeak. Or at least that's what I'm calling him, biggest crane I've ever seen. and its beak is so sharp it's like a sword. Northwest of here you'll find the big waterfall that kicks off the Dojan River. Dojani River? Needlebeak likes to hang out by the waterfall. You'll bring me its beak as a trophy, and I will take you up and I will talk you up a good game to Nessingwary. Well, Nessingwary should remember me from all my previous times, and it looks like this mob is not a shared target, so I'm going to help this Death Knight kill it. Can I intervene to non-party members? I cannot. That's still the same. Now, in that week that I haven't been playing the beta, I've also been doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, yes. That's so what I was doing. Disconnections are aplenty. Upon looting that mob, I got disconnected and sort of cut myself off because I was trying to tell a little story. Yeah, as it was. I was playing beta, and then, what the places? Wrong map. And so for that week that I wasn't playing the beta, I was playing live, and I got really used to playing live again after playing the beta and all these new changes that they made to the warrior. Like, Rend doesn't exist anymore. Any bleed effects come with the attacks, such as Devastate and Thunderclap. When you Thunderclap, it just automatically bleeds all the targets around you. And what the? Is that actually? No, that's just. Why does it say Human Elite? Oh, that's a camp. Oh gosh. Oh, brain fart. Okay, let's see if I can escape his wrath and find that other quest. It's just down there. Ancient Tiger's Blood. So yeah, I was playing live, and I've just been farming money and stuff in, like, really early preparation for Pandaria, because really we're just, I mean, I'm not raiding with my guild right now. I'm just doing LFR and stuff. Because I sort of fell away from raiding during 4.2. And I just never really got back to it. But anyway, is this? Yes, it is. Yeah, so I've just been trying to collect money and Valor points and stuff for when the expansion hits, and I realized that Valor points aren't permanent. Like when just like with Cataclysm, when that expansion hits, when Cataclysm hit, they converted all the Valor points. Oh no, there weren't Valor points. They converted all the Justice points into gold. And then they came out with the patch, I think it was 4.2 patch, it might have been 4.1. They converted all Valor down to Justice points, and if it put you over the cap of 4,000 Justice points, it converted the surplus into gold. I think that's how it worked. But I can't remember exactly how it worked, because I do remember my brother had like 6,200 Justice points or something, because he had surplus Valor, and some people got gold. I don't know how it worked out. Anyway, I just know that with farming 1,000 Valor every single week until mob comes out, that's a lot of weeks, yeah? Well, if I farm that long, then I'll probably end up getting a decent amount of gold when the expansion comes out, and I'm doing a whole bunch of old raids and stuff for transmog gear and stuff, and I've gotten a lot done in 1 week. And yeah, so it's good that I came back here and slowly ease myself into these new abilities again. So this quest, I know I'm reading them after I complete them, sort of ruins the purpose there, right? I'm totally on another great scam. When I was flying overhead, I saw a really ancient tigress prowling about. Do you know how much her blood, sorry for that. Do you know how much her blood would go for on the black market? Not to mention if I convince some warlocks to add extra potency to their summoning spells or something like that. If you bring me back some of her blood, I will cut you in on the scam. She was prowling about on the far side of the Dojani River from here. Alright, well, before returning that quest, let's just turn in, or finish these other 3 quests. I read their descriptions in the last video, so I won't do that again, and let's just get right into it. Let's hope nothing crashes. It's already done that once. That's not too bad yet. Ah! He was chasing someone named Herp Derp. Oh, another one. I'm getting 2 things of Second Wind. Did they change Second Wind? Oh, no, I think that's the same. As I said, I'm not really accustomed to all these different things. I've been doing a whole bunch of like low-level raids, like Molten Core, Serpent Cavern, stuff like that by myself, and I'm used to relying on Second Wind, Victory Rush, stuff like that, and they have different effects now in the new expansion, right? So yeah. Okay, where are these dudes? Do I have to keep going? I do have to keep going, don't I? Leaves, kill quests, and orders. This is a fancy looking place. Did I explain my graphic settings? I had to... Everything's still on ultra. Getting pretty poor frames, only 20 frames per second, but I did turn down this. That's the only one I changed, and it did make about a 10 frame per second difference. Because running fraps, it reduces my frames no matter what I try. So I'm just gonna work with what I've got. Okay, what's going on here? That's Horde. That's marvelous. Ah, yes. And the new dungeons came out. That's another thing I was missing in the live. Execute's only available in Battle Stance and Berserker Stance. In beta, it's available in Defensive Stance, which is just awesome. Yeah, 2 new dungeons came out. I don't know what levels they are. They're 87 to 90, both of them. So there you have it. And perhaps during the Krasarang quests, or maybe after, I don't know, whenever I feel like doing them, I'll do them. And yeah, they'll be their own separate videos. But it looked like in that 1 week that I wasn't playing, they got a lot done, which is commendable. That's good. I love it when Blizzard is, you know, on the ball like that. They're getting a lot accomplished in a very short amount of time. And I was here for Wrath beta, and I don't really remember how fast they, you know, pumped out that content. I remember for actually quite a long time, actually, the Storm Peaks and Ice Crown were both, like, the maps were unfinished forever. It took a long time for them to actually finish that off, but eventually they did, and it seems like, at least in Mist of Pandaria, they're getting it done a lot quicker. Always good stuff. Ah, they made him crits. Dragon Roar is supposed to be always a crit, but it wasn't doing that before, I don't think. Maybe it was. I don't know. I tried to tab target to the other guy. It targeted a critter. You stupid frog. Okay. Ooh. Is that a boss there? Didn't realize I was supposed to kill anybody specific. Maybe that's for the orders. Okay, we'll get there eventually. I'm trying to think of what else they changed. Doesn't look like anything specific here. Professions. Did they add any recipes yet? Jewel crafting. Jewel crafting. It's not letting me click on jewel crafting. Or blacksmithing. Maybe it's because I'm in combat. Heyo! And I'm pretty sure I haven't really learned anything new, right? So... And they're all in the same category. That's slightly confusing. But whatever. I guess it's further in. Okay. Going around. Kind of slow, I know, doing this in protection, but at the same time, if I get ambushed by a horde, I have that much better chance of surviving. And not in this situation so much, but in like big wide open areas, I can collect 5 or 10 mobs at the same time for killing quests and stuff like that, and just get it done a lot quicker. So all the surveyors are done. I haven't seen any reclaimers at all yet. Maybe they're further in, and it looks like they are. Look at that. Let's see if I can skim past these guys and see what this skull on the map is. Come on! Come on! Oh, okay. That's another thing. I'm not sure if it still stands in the beta, but at least on live, if you're a tank, if you're unable to be crit, you cannot be dazed. It's impossible. You cannot be knocked off your mount when you're running around the wilds. And that just makes it so much nicer for questing. What's this over here? I have to collect... Oh, the lotus are on the ground, obviously. And they come in multiples. That's nice. That'll speed it up a little bit. I keep changing my action bar. I have to make a few macros here at some point. I usually bind together my heroic throw and my charge, and I'm not doing it this time. Also this time, I'm not sure how much longer it'll extend my videos, but hopefully, if I do it right, I'm not going to skip through my killing quests and whatnot. If I run out of interesting things to say, if this is even interesting for you to hear right now, I'm going to... include everything. And, yeah, it just lets you get a bit more immersed in the content without, just seeing the quest descriptions and all that. So this is a Dominator. He has 368,000 HP. That's not too shabby. What buff is this? Increases damage dealt by 50%. No real effect on me. Now that lights up. Oh, it's because for Shield Slam, for you warriors out there who, like me, in live, Shield Slam dispels whenever you use it, right? That's awesome. That is actually beyond awesome. I don't even have words to explain how useful that is, how much that utilizes every single fight. But now they've made it into a glyph. And in that case, it's kind of a nuisance because, there's a lot of glyphs out there, and I don't want to... Does he need help? No, he's fine. There's lots of glyphs that are really nice, and it's actually pretty hard to decide which ones you want now, which is nice. I like that, for sure, but it wasn't something I was really expecting. Stop. Chain something on me. What is this? Reclaim strength? What? What is that Bandera doing? That was kind of weird. And I'm not really seeing much of these leaves lying around. Am I supposed to? Maybe if I actually look out for them, you can see them. Looks like the Horde are being pretty nice right now, which is, awesome. I did choose a PvP realm, I know that. And I don't really know the whole point of actually choosing a PvP realm. Now that, after the fact, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, Blizz wants us to test. They want us to do the quests, make sure there's nothing buggy, and if there is buggy, report it, that kind of thing. And, quite honestly, what's the point of PvP? Really? Like testing out the battlegrounds, I can see, but, open world PvP? I'm not sure what that's supposed to help test out. I mean, maybe introducing guards into some of the neutral towns, really, but that's it that I can really think of. I don't know what the grand scheme of having a beta PvP realm is. I'm not complaining, I just don't get it. I do complain sometimes about it, but that's after I've been hunted and killed several times over. My head has exploded already once from that happening in the Jade Forest while I was trying to do the quest playthrough there, and that was actually an isolated moment. It hasn't really happened since. I was being farmed for about an hour. I had no idea what I had done wrong. I wasn't farming any horde or anything, but just suddenly I got camped by a monk that I could not kill, and he was just having his way with me, right? So it was kind of beastly. And here I am. I'm fine. So, maybe it's meant to be kind of foggy. For some reason, I remember Ultra view distance being way longer than this, but maybe it's just the type of area that I'm in that it seems much smaller. I'm also still streaming. I have about 8 gigabytes left to stream, but it's a big game. I mean, you're basically re-downloading all of WoW, right? Not just the Mists of Pandaria part. Everything. I don't know why the game can't just take the files from the WoW folder, the live WoW folder, and mix them up and, you know. But whatever. It's probably for the best anyway. And, yeah, because I'm streaming that extra 8 gigabytes or 9 gigabytes, whatever it is now, that might be what's killing my frame rate. I don't even know. Maybe I should just run the downloader overnight or something to try to figure out that. But oh well. What's that guy doing? Is that Blood Elf Paladin? It looks like just a wolf. One more reclaimer. I need 4 more leaves. And I still need the Water of Youth. I thought we needed orders. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that seems right. What am I missing here? Lotus. I don't think I was paying attention. I think when I killed that dude, I got a new quest. And I'm pretty sure that was the Fountain of Youth. Pools of Youth. Sorry. Is that supposed to be like copyright infringement or something? Does the term Fountain of Youth actually belong to someone? Trinket. Mastery. Oh, and that's for haste. Boo! It's making me go for dodge again. Oh well, I already have a trinket that gives me mastery, right? So I'll be able to replace the other one. Reduce my dodge or my mastery further. What did I say was that? 20%? Yeah, that's terrible. And of course my dodge is... It should be higher than that. I think base dodge is 5%. So I'm hoping that's higher than what it says. And of course, just in case you can't read it for whatever resolution changes, it says my dodge is 7.5%. And that doesn't seem to make much sense to me right now, but whatever. Of course, I only get 3 out of that. Is there another plant nearby that I can finish this up really quick? Yeah. So let's go back in the chat and see if I did pick up a quest. Yes, Pools of Youth. That's what I get for paying attention, right? North. Go north to the Pools of Youth. Get some of the water, but be on your guard. The Mogu lists this as a high-value target. King Bramblestaff will meet you there if he has not already arrived by your side. Yes, he's right here. Look at that. Bramble Pendant. Was that any good for me? Hidden Mastery! Oh dear. I get 1%. No, it's not worth it, right? No, I don't think so. Alright. Hopefully once I get to 90 with the heroic gear and whatnot, it'll help balance up my mastery again. Get my block up there a little bit higher. So how do I get up there? Ignore these mobs. Let's see if they actually do daze me. I should be able to get by without a hitch. I think it's around the other way. The Deep Wild. As if the normal wild wasn't enough. That's like the deep end of the pool. Only adults are allowed over here. Darn adults. What the... Maybe I can sneak my way up over here. Is it supposed to be all windy like this? It's kind of annoying, really. Valley of the Four Winds. That doesn't seem right. Now, there we go. So if I go through here, check my map. Oh, I did full circle. I don't know how to get up to where the waters are supposed to be. You can see it on the map, right? I don't oh, is that a bridge? Maybe I go up over here? Yeah, maybe this is the way. Looks like it is. Yes! And the bridge leads nowhere. How do I get up there? What the blazes? Alright. Quite the conundrum. I'm just taking damage left, right, and center. Go Second Wind! Yeah, for those tanks who are interested, Second Wind sort of replaced the Enrate. No, what's it called? Berserker? No. There's a health regen in the first tier of the Fury Tree on live. That talent doesn't exist anymore. It's sort of combined with Second Wind. Second Wind now just has that same proc chance to heal you on a whim kind of thing, instead of being on stun specifically. Come on. Cheat physics. Let me up. You stupid game. Why am I locked out of there? This doesn't seem right. Well, there's a way around there. Just aggro these guys again. They don't mind. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go around here. Hut, hut, hut. Oh. Hey, come on. Yeah. It's not that. Oh, you don't go too far. Okay. Oh. Ah, God. Don't jump. Okay, okay. I'm sure that's the conventional way of getting up. Ooh. That's one of those cool water spirits. Frozen in a block of ice, or in like a spear of ice. Attempt to free Nelek from his prison. Alright. Well, that was easy. As if he's been there for years. That's what the little chat thing said. Halt, supplicant! These waters belong to the Thunder King. And that went away really fast. Your presence is unwelcome. Guardians, kill these intruders. Holy. Ah. Not so tough now, are ya? Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Water of Youth. Looks like all my quests are completed. Alright. Time to run back. That was pretty interesting. I like that. Except, let's see if I follow this bridge. It's probably some... Doi. Just turn left, doi. Looks like it was sort of that. I was here before. The quest you pick up right after killing him leads that way, doi. Oh well, I'm not here to judge myself. That's what you folks are for. Now, as a result of not fast-forwarding or blipping through the quests, it might take me a bit longer, more videos, you know, to get through each area, and but hopefully it's a bit more entertaining. You know, you get to watch me struggle to kill little non-elites and stuff like that, and you know, maybe I can just like queue for dungeons halfway through like a questing region. That might be better, easier, you know. And of course, if there's insane crashing and stuff, I'll of course edit that out because you don't want to see that. It's insane there. Alright. It looks like I'm almost up to snuff with my... See, it's... My Fire of the Deep is 397. It's only 2 item level higher, or lower, than this new piece. So truly, I should just hold out until I get something better. I'll accept it, but I'm not going to use it. Because I do like that mastery. And I'm losing a lot. It's like insane. 33.686%? What? Increases your chance to block by 7% and your chance to critically block by 33%, but it's not telling me how much percentage I gain per mastery point. Oh well, we'll just leave it, I think. Yeah, whatever. Okay, turn in this quest, get a little cloak, 365, anything's an upgrade from that. Yeah. Observe Veildrin as he tests the Water of Youth. Something is off. The water feels strange. When we arrived here, I felt the presence of the light, strong and vibrant far to the north. I thought it would be the pools of youth, but this water is tainted somehow, stained with Mogu magics. I think it best I try only a sip, and we see what happens. Let me zoom in. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What happened? Did I get a buff from that? Okay. So he drank it, and it, instead of giving him power, it took power from him, I guess. I guess I should have logged out in the Stormwind for the week. I didn't get very much rest, but that's okay. It'll go fast either way. Going on the offensive. Ha! So my father just wasted 20 years of our lives on a fool's errand. I'm taking charge. When Tyrande sent us here, she was very specific that we not come back until we find the source of the light that she saw in her visions. It's obvious now that the pools of youth were not it. I want you to look for my scout. I sent her to investigate the Crane Temple, but she hasn't returned. Get her report and rendezvous with us at the Sentinel base camp further west. Alright. This might take a while. That's a hearth, dude. Okay. That's just Oh, right, we have to turn in those mastery quests. I hope she has nothing else for us, because I really don't like doing mastery quests. I don't know why. Those two quests were just like, kill this one dude for me kind of thing. But nonetheless, it was a bit of a chore. And I just have bad memories of the masteries.
No loitering. Whatever that means.
I mean, I guess it's fine if you're a leather or a skinner. Complete that. But didn't she say that before? Oh well. Moving way west of here. Is there any other... Oh, yeah, that Plump Marmot quest. Yes, I might have to go back there at some point and finish that, because I'm sure it's been fixed by now. And if it hasn't, Blizz, come on. You're giving us new content. Fix one quest. I'm still being seen or getting mind visioned by Vaildrin. I don't know why. And I have 2% increase to stamina while here. That's interesting. Oh no! Hordelicious! Gah! Alright, let's see here. I go up. No. No. This is the place I was just at, wasn't it? So let's just keep running and hope for the best, right? They really didn't do that much damage to me, but I guess I was mounted the entire time. If that was a death knight, I wouldn't have been able to escape. And I find the monks are over anxious to just test their might against Alliance, or just in PvP in general, because every single monk I see just takes that chance to attack. Whether it be Alliance or Horde, if they see the opposite faction, they just leap at that chance. I don't know why. There's a billion battlegrounds. Maybe the battlegrounds are broken. I've never been one to PvP. Koro Mistwalker. Alright. As we say at the temple, never fight a tiger with a hosen on your back. We will deal with the Shah, but first we must see to the more immediate nuisance. Koro slams the writhing Sauroch hard against the stone. This is a Sauroch? Oh, the dudes that look like the claptraps from Donkey Kong. Groups of refugees from the temple are heading for a camp to the north, but they've been ambushed by Saren. Saren? There's Sauroch and Saren? I don't know what that means. Maybe it's plural. I don't know. Help me see the next group to the camp, and we'll figure out our next move from there. Alright, simple enough. I'm ready, Koro. In case you can't read that, he's just interrogating him for the location of his patrols. Then the victim retorted with a threat, and then he killed him. Simple enough. But, oh, we'll get back to that later. It looks like we're going in blind. I'm glad you're with us, Polydueces. Stay close and keep your eyes peeled. What? I thought we were going with... Or is this like a monk training school? Ho! I didn't even see that before. Can't wait to go there. Hold up, I don't like the looks of this. Look out! Ho! Damn it, I'm pinned. Watch yourselves. Ah, yeah. I think they... No, they didn't. I was going to say I think they altered the models a little bit because their snouts looked a little bit more squished in. Help me up, Poly... Dang it! I took an arrow to the knee. I hope they don't keep that in there. I never liked that joke. And, like, Guild Wars 2 is doing that too. There's an ability in Guild Wars 2 called... I don't know what it's called, but in its description it's saying that you're shooting the enemy in the knee. Really? More Sarok! Ah! They're coming in quite slowly. We can prepare. You know, despite having this drastically lowered avoidance, I guess when I activate shield block I get 100% block, but overall... Ooh, 27%! Is that just from the... No, I think it somehow fixed itself. That's awesome! That's a really high dodge percentage! I don't know why it's so high, but I'll leave it be. Maybe once shield block runs out. I don't know why it went up like that. Oh well. For whatever reason, my block is extremely high, and it's... Oh! I have missed walking. I see. Movement speed and dodge increased by 20%. That's nice. Did I just find a new questing hub? I have to get back down there. Okay, let's see here. Finish this quest. Thank you, Polydueces. We would not have made it without your help. No, I'm sure you would have been fine. Blinding the river blades. A hooded falcon catches no quarry. This is one of the first mantras we teach young monks at the temple. It means that even a foe as swift and lethal as a falcon can be neutralized by depriving its senses. The Sarok have scouts all over the region acting as eyes for their raiding patrols, or parties rather. It's time we put their eyes out, don't you think? Yeah, okay, simple enough, kill the patrols. My students tell me that the surrounding area is littered with deadly traps, no doubt set by the Sarok. Stumbling into one gets you a face full of spikes, obviously. As the saying goes, the way is rife with danger, tread lightly and with scrutiny. I don't know that saying. Here, this is Scrutiny. Hands me a long tree branch. It should be long enough to set the traps off at a safe distance. Alright, spring traps and kill path stalkers. Simple enough. And we'll put this one on, going on the offensive one. Ooh, there's another quest here. Good thing I didn't get stuck on the torch. Like the branch he gave me was called Scrutiny. It's pretty funny. The Merc Sweats? Take a good look. The river nearby is swarming with these snakes. Their venom causes a condition the locals call the Merc Sweats. Several refugees were bitten and they fled the temple and have already begun to show symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, and intense sweating as the body rejects all fluids, causing dehydration and potentially death. We are administering anti-venom as quickly as possible, but we'll need more venom glands. Don't bother removing the glands yourself. Just bring back the whole head. Okay. I love collecting heads. That's not gruesome at all, if you try to think about it realistically. Stop tap targeting on critters! Yeah. Better camera view going here. I'm up to gather up quite a few of these over there. They seems to be all clumped up together. That's good. Kill them all at the same time, get high vengeance, do good damage. I'm pretty sure vengeance works the same way too. Although it's just raising really slowly because I'm only attacking one mob. You stupid, where's your head? Ah. It didn't have a head. It had a massive fang which sells for 5 gold. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Ooh, I got 2 on me now, that's good. There's another one. Hey you, look at me. Let's see if we can gather up a few more without them resetting. That'd be nice. There we are. It's a good little healthy group. There's one over here. Oh, they're hurting me quite a bit here. Just Dragon's Roar. See if I can kill one so I can do a victory rush. That'd be nice. Yeah. And kill another one. Victory rush again. Yeah. Warriors cannot die with victory rush, especially with the new and improved victory rush. I got 4 heads there. This head thing makes no sense. Am I in killing them? Am I mangling to such a point that they don't have heads anymore? That doesn't seem to make much sense to me. I guess it would make sense if you use a mallet. You could crush it, but I'm using an axe. I could cut a head in 2 or something, but even then, that just doesn't make too much sense to me. Whoa! Guild's already level 20? Oh, I think they lowered the cap. Or they removed the cap, and they lowered the amount of XP needed to level up, just for the sake of the beta. 1 head. Come on. You stupid. They used to always make fun of quests like that, and the barons, you know, get sent out to kill a whole bunch of raptors for their heads, and not a single one had them. It's like you would kill 6 before. Woohoo! That's an interesting trap. The animation for triggering that trap is pretty funny. Well, here's the Path Stalker. Okay, that's it. I'm going to back up, don't aggro him. I'm going to make my macro now, so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, it's already set up. Well, what the blazes, man? Wrong one. Put it down here. Put the dragon up there. Okay, does it work? I had it set up, so yeah, it works fine. Whoa. Oh, that was just a critter. Flew really close to my camera. I hope I can gather these guys up too, because singularly it takes a long time to kill them. And I'm not sure how many other players are working on their professions, because technically you can max out archaeology fairly quickly, and first aid, I mean, you just have to get cloth, and cloth comes in pretty quickly. I think what's my first aid at? 551? Yeah, not too bad. I did just learn the thick bandages as well. That's how much do they heal for here? 123,000. That's pretty substantial, I'd say. Come on. Don't flick it. Ah, okay. Ooh, good. There's at least one more there. Oh, don't be ranged. You suck. Ooh, ooh. Get closer. Lure him. Lure him more. It was worth it. There's also a MMO champion data mined or something and got a new whatchamacallit, theme song, the Pandaren theme song for the login screen, and I was thinking about getting that song and just having it really quiet while I'm playing this game. So because until they introduce music, which they don't seem to have. Oh, walked right over that. Which they don't seem to have in the new regions. I thought I would play the theme music in the background, but I have to find it first before I can put it on. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it's already running in the background. But just as a heads up, if you're wondering if that's the music that's coming along with Krasarang Wilds, or if it's like already put in, it's already put in. Because, yeah, no music yet. My favorite part of questing is the, especially in new areas, is, you know, listening to the theme song of each questing area. And I'm not getting that, am I? What's this debuff he's given me? Rusted Blade? Oh, that's just marvelous. I think this is the classic kind of quest that I would skip normally, because really it's get this trap, kill this dude, and collect heads, which really should be easy, but for whatever reason isn't. I mean, I guess it technically is easy, just really time consuming because some of them don't have heads. Traps poked. It's not traps sprung, it's traps poked. And I'm wandering away from the quest area, aren't I? Oh, they're all over the place. What am I thinking here? It's also boiling hot here. And I mean, it's by my definition boiling hot, which is only like 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but that's like room temperature. That's what it is outside. And it's boiling hot for me. I prefer winter weather. So when summer comes around and it's this hot, and it gets up to, you know, plus 40 in the summer sometimes, and I can't stand that. It's horrible. I don't know how people in Florida and California live, and, you know, all the southern states, Texas, all that, or any place south of California, I guess, because, oh my gosh, it's so miserably hot. Yes, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but warriors get shield barrier now. I might have mentioned that in the first video, I'm not sure if I did, but it is awesome. We finally get an absorb, and it's not just a physical absorb, it's a everything absorb. It's like a priest bubble, but obviously weaker, and it corresponds directly with our attack power. It gets 100% of our attack power for its strength, and I guess with the vengeance stacked up, that's how you get all the strength out of it. But it costs 60 rage, just like shield block also costs 60 rage. So really it comes down to the decision of should I do shield block, which is for physical attacks mostly, or shield barrier, which is going to help, you know, mitigate magic damage. And it's just awesome, really. When you're doing lower level stuff and you do shield block, sure, it makes you mitigate everything. But then again, you're technically already mitigating everything, and above that, you're not actually absorbing all the damage that the low levels are doing. You know, they're of course shield block. No matter how low level they are, no matter how little damage they're doing, it's going to do or only reduce the attacks by a set amount, and because of that, when you're doing a dungeon with lots of mobs, Scarlet Monastery is a good example, even though it's a bit lower level, it's not really applicable, technically. You know, you pull everything in the instance, they all come to you, and when that stupid girl puts you to sleep to resurrect the dude, you know, you're sitting there for how many seconds, 10 seconds or whatever, as 100 mobs are raining blows upon you. And so when you come out of it, I'm just using it as an example. At level 85, it's not even a, you know, a hiccup anyway. But let's just assume you're level 70 or something. When you use shield block, you're still taking damage from all of them. You're just taking a slightly less damage. And when you're using shield barrier, you'd be absorbing everything. And shield barrier lasts for 6 seconds. So, you know, it's not a long-term safety thing. It's just there to help you out when you need a little bit of absorption. And let's see here, is that an upgrade for me? No. I'm not. That's 3 sockets lost, and I'm not willing to miss that much more mastery. So let's just pass on that again. And go pick up this other quest over here. Or is this a turning quest? It's a turning quest. Yes, of course. Doi. Is this an upgrade for me? Expertise and mastery for dodge and parry. Nah. I'll avoid that too. Ahead on the way. Let's see here. Kill the Maw of Despair in both eastern and western pagodas at the Temple of Red Crane. Has it been overrun? Let's see if I can read this without stuttering too much. Huge maws of despair are spewing out Shaw from the pagodas on either side of the temple. Meanwhile, your impromptu training in the way, quote, it's capitalized, continues. She who mends torn umbrella will be more dry than she who strikes at rain. While I take issue with that particular lesson, sometimes punching the rain can be quite effective. The meaning holds true in this case. Hold out those maws of despair and give my order a chance at reclaiming the temple grounds. Oh, give my order. Oh, okay. Give my order as in, like, my people, I guess. Striking the rain. Now, as for that striking the rain part, well, sometimes you have to. Man, I'm on a roll today. I mean, yesterday I thought it was bad, or not yesterday, but on the first part of this Krasarang Wilds I thought I was doing really bad, but right now I'm doing pretty bad as well. Let's just skip that first paragraph. Yeah, everyone agree? Okay. Hope is the sun behind a stormy sky, ever in the heart but veiled to the eye. Hey, that rhymed! There seems to be no end in the Shah pouring out of the temple, but in order to see beyond the veil of despair, you must carve through it. With any luck, you'll find a sun behind the clouds. You and your symbolism. Ooh. Anduin Rin! Shah Kana. More rhyming. The Shah have the mysterious ability to evoke powerful, often overwhelming, emotional responses in their victims. As we fled the Oh, you were at the temple. I see. As we fled the temple, senior members of the Crane Wing ordered... I'm not going to edit that out, just to display my shame. As we fled the temple, senior members of the Crane Wing Order stayed behind to cover the escape. They are no doubt being subjected to intense emotional trauma, and I fear that they are not all strong enough to resist falling into despair. Polydueces, we still have to show them there is still hope. I've read still way too early there. Show them that despair can be defeated. Alright, kill Shah near 6 hopeless monks or acolytes to inspire them. Are you coming with me? Oh, he is. He's in two places at once here. Good old Anduin Rin. You know, I like King Varian Rin. They said, you know, in BlizzCon 2011, I think? No, 2010. BlizzCon 2010. They said that they wanted to introduce Varian Rin as a anti-Thrall. You know, because Thrall's such a huge hero. But of course he hails from the Horde, originally. And so they wanted to introduce a strong Alliance character to sort of combat that. And it was supposed to be Varian Rin. And I do feel that, you know, Varian Rin is a very, very powerful king. You know, he has a rough past and he's really strong and all that. And what's this quest over here? Oh, yeah, I had to go get that Sentinel's report. And yeah, so I really like Varian Rin. The fact that he's back, that the race of humans in World of Warcraft actually has a king again, instead of little 10-year-old Prince Anduin Rin. And obviously he's not 10 years old anymore, but my point is, I like Anduin Rin as he is now. I like the whole, you know, he's trying to become his own person kind of thing, and he's venturing out into the wilds and stuff. I don't know, there's just something about him that I like. And I've never played the Horde. I have a level 85 Horde as well, but I've never really given much attention to the lore on the Horde side for quests. So characters like Bane Bloodhoof and stuff like that, you know, Bane is a younger leader, and Vol'jin is an older leader, and there's a whole bunch of like malcontent between the Horde's factions right now because of the Garrosh and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what's going on there. It's hard for me to really feel a connection with the Horde, because as Alliance, I never see them. So, I like Thrall, but, like, nowadays, he's not Horde anymore. He's sort of a neutral kind of thing, right? So, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of stuff to really consider there. What's going on here? There are things under the... yeah. Oh, I see. That was kind of odd. I hope this counts for that hopeless monk. Yeah, so, anyway, as I was saying, as an Alliance-only player, I don't really get to see much for the Horde as far as their lore goes, and the character development for the leaders and stuff. And since Anduin is a prince, it's nice to see a younger leader doing stuff. I also like how the dwarves' shift in power happened when What's-His-Face turned into a block of crystal, and then the 3 dwarf lords took over, and sort of have like a branched leadership, I guess. I like how they did that, but they didn't really expand on it. They're just like, oh, this changed, and done. So I was sort of disappointed that they didn't do much elaboration on the whole shift in power, but there you have it. It was probably covered in some book. And it just occurred to me that is elaboration a word? Elaborate? Elaboration? It didn't sound real to me. I have to kill 18 Haunts of Despair. You son of a bee. Okay, how do we cleanse a pagoda? What is a pagoda? Is this a pagoda? Yeah, I think this is. Alright. What's that? A Shaw-haunted tigress? Ooh. It's like lazy animation. Let's just paint everything black. That's how you do it. Sheesh, it's really hot in here. It's crazy. Ah. He has... I don't know what happened there. He spoke to me and it only spoke through one of my headsets. Or headphones, I mean. That was weird.
Stay safe.
Alright. East Pagoda. Oh, it's just some random Shaw. No big deal. 644,000? Well, with Anduin's help, I'll never fail. Well of Despair. Interrupt. There you go. Oh, killing the little guys doesn't count as killing Haunts of Despair. Boring.